I'm just tryna put the Father over everything. I'm just tryna put the Father over everything. I'm just tryna put the Father over everything. I'm just tryna put the Father over everything.
He destroys. My mouth speaks the praise of Yah, and let all flesh bless his set apart name forever and
And
ever.
never. All praise.
Hallelujah.
All praise to the Most High.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Praise
Man,
Yah,
all
man.
praise to the Most
Praise the
High,
Most
Praise
man.
High.
y'all. Praise y'all.
Hey, y'all nasty, boy. Y'all nasty, man. Y'all know how to get somebody's spirit jump. Hallelujah.
All
Hallelujah, man. I'm telling you, man.
Selling their soul, liquor and dope. Letting go of the rope, young and the old, slippery slope. Proverbs 1 and 24 is the cause of our woes. We don't even know. So many in the city lack a father. Ain't no winning till we turn back to the Father. No quitting, remain willing to go harder. Further,
You got good people out there. You still got to follow the commandments.
the money come with problems and we got no way to solve them. If you got it, then you got them. Best believe that, bro. Open up the Bible, you will find yourself inside
And
it.
this is the message which we have heard from him and announced to you, that Elohim is light, and in him is no darkness at all.
In the scriptures, love life and put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to.
I was thinking when actually since you said that, I was looking at Psalm 66, and that's what is going on. You know,
Just trying to put the Father over everything, yeah. Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. Could care less about the power. You could keep the rings. I'm just trying to put the Father over.
That's when that lust kick in, man. You always got to be dealing with that fight, that daily flesh fight every day.
every
Every
day.
day.
Rules look strange to Americans. They ain't used to seeing Torah keeping people with no Satan in them. Some of us only keep the
I was
laws
able
and
to
our
connect
actions.
to
Others
one of our
only
elders in
respect the
Africa
friends on the limits.
of the Limba tribe.
Till we discover the truth in that days, we be doing something different. We follow the Abba to the T with no permission. Wrestling for blessings like you code, we on a mission. Fully understanding we're the vehicle to bring the truth to others while maintaining that Yahuwah is the engine. I don't think you heard me, I said Yah must be the engine. The Messiah came in his name, he is on one accord with him. In this land of kiddom, always second guess doctrine that's polytheistic and not keeping the Father central. Trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. Could care less about the
I don't think the Most High made a mistake. That's how I look at it. He knew what was going on. He knew what he was going to do. He knew how it was going to play out. You know what I'm saying? He
Right on.
declared the end from the beginning. So if it went like that,
That's
it
how
meant
we
to go
Supposed
that
to
way.
go like that.
less about the power, you could keep the rings. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything, yeah. Father over everything. Father over everything. Power, you could keep the rings. Father over everything, yeah.
I know y'all Hebrews, and I know it's late. So, Shabbat Shalom. I love y'all, man. Oh,
Nah,
Love,
love
bro.
you too.
yeah.
Love, brothers.
Hey, Shabbat.
All praises. That's for sure.
All praise.
All right. Psalms 117. Praise Yah, all you nations. Extol him, all you peoples. For his loving commitment is mighty over us. And the truth of Yahuwah is everlasting. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah.
Say, want to hit that 120 also, right?
Yeah.
Psalms 120. In my distress, I cried to Yahuwah, and he answered me. Yahuwah, deliver my being from false lips, from a treacherous.
Ooh, hold on. I got AI. This is crazy. Yahuwah deliver my being from false lips, from a treacherous tongue. We about to deal with that. I had, that's crazy.
All praise.
You just stopping us in the middle of it. Couldn't wait.
Hey, all
You know,
praise, man. Hey,
you know
that's
how
that
the spirit.
excitement. Hey, I can't even hate on the excitement. All praise.
That's the
Start
spirit.
that,
Go ahead.
start that back from the top, Bob. Scroll back.
Okay.
Psalms 120 again, minus the excitement. Praise Yah. In my distress, I cried to Yahoo, and he answered me. Yah, deliver my being from false lips, from a treacherous tongue. What would one give to you? Or what would one do to you, O treacherous tongue? Sharp arrows of a mighty man with coals of a broomwood. Woe to me, for I have sojourned in Meshech. I have dwelt among the tents of Kedar. My being has dwelt too long with him who hates peace. I am for peace, but when I speak, they are for fighting. That's for sure. Praise Yah.
Praise
Praise
y'all. Go
y'all.
ahead, y'all, man. Go
Hey,
ahead. You want me to
hey,
scroll back up?
that brother Spears
No.
started jumping quick. He's like, hold on.
Yeah, he couldn't wait. I was like, man. I'm like,
Hey,
man.
we don't, we can't make this up. You know what I mean? Like, we don't. This is not. We ain't put this psalm in order. To go with no discussions. And this is right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit. That's it. That's the spirit.
Deliver my
Go ahead.
being from false lips, from
I'm
a
excited.
treacherous tongue. What'd you say, Shad? You excited too?
I got me hyped over here. Let's get straight to it.
Get straight to it. Let me go and give out the what's the name? So he
The
can get it
host.
in.
Yeah, cause we dealing with that political ploy. We get that definition of ploy when I pull it up. But yeah, man, false lips, treacherous tongues. All praises, man, for real, for real. All right,
Okay, you got it.
let's do it. Let's see. Screen. Start now. Audio
Yeah.
on. There we go. Let's get it up.
I remember that to put it sideways when you start your video, that way it'd be bigger on the screen now.
All right, cool. Let's see. I gotta put the hold on. The rotate on. There we go.
A little wine here. You know what I'm saying? Pour me a
Yeah,
little wine. I ain't got nothing to do. Brothers
so
act
really,
like they
brother.
don't need me today. Okay.
Yeah. So this is just a discussion, really, brothers. But we gonna get a definition of ploy. But this right here is called the political ploy. This is part one. All right. AI, you want to read that, Shad?
I got you. When FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover was asked what in his opinion was the single greatest threat to the United States of America, he responded, Negro unity. Take a moment to let that sink in.
Mm.
He said,
So
didn't he say he don't want a black messiah or something like that?
right, huh?
Okay.
So the FBI, this is like I said, they hold weight and whatnot, and this is what the whole Negro unity, right? And this is what we're gonna kind of go into this political ploy, And maybe we get that understanding, like the Bible say. We won't be able to rise up in the land of our captivities, and understand the curses. Right, we're gonna be what the tail, not the head. Right. So all this stuff is what you would call it. It's not by mistake, not by chance. Right, the things that we go through in the black community and all this stuff. For this reason right here, they don't want Negro unity, so they do anything they could to destroy our people, and even if they have destroyed other people, to take them with them. You know what I'm saying? But this is one of the biggest threats. Anybody got anything to say about this?
I mean, basically, they don't want us to come together, basically,
Right.
because
My
they
Mhm.
know,
okay.
they don't want, because the Most High always the one that fight for us. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
like the scriptures say, how could uh one chase 1,000, two put 10,000 to flight, except a rock has sold in. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
we can't fight. We never was able to fight. Just think about it. We was never able to fight without the Most High because we was smaller than everybody else. So like now, if they can keep us divided against each other, like with the Jim Crow laws, light
Right.
skin against dark skin, woman against man, they put the gangs in our neighborhood. If they can keep us fighting against each other, they know the Most High ain't gonna fight for us. And just like
Mm.
in the book of Jude, where it say the Most High won't fight for them if he find them with sin in it. It's just like when the dude had that idol, and they got destroyed because somebody had an idol. And then they had to find out who had the idol. When they found the idol, they took them out and stoned them or whatever.
Hmm.
It's just like, once one of them got sin in them, then y'all gonna fall. It's just like the
Mm.
Most High said, once we turn with all our heart, you and your children, not just you and your children. So we got to turn as a people, and that's one thing we don't understand. And that's why the script say, gather
Mm.
yourselves together, O nation not
Right.
desired.
Like he said, we got to do it all together. This is why he's saying that's the biggest threat, is that Negro unity, right there. Huh?
Negro unity. Yeah.
Yeah, straight up.
And like you say, that Negro unity, they know it's gonna be good and pleasant, like the scriptures say. Like that Psalms
Mm.
130 say, see how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity.
Together.
Right. All
Hmm.
praises, straight up, right? Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's dope, That's dope, And because the kingdom divided shall not stand, so they gotta keep us divided, right?
Mhm.
Right.
They gotta keep us divided. So, like brothers was talking about earlier, when we before we hopped in the Shabbat, we was talking about how they give you a choice between two greater evils, and like brothers said, man, we shouldn't vote for none of them. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, these people got motives, man. And this is what we're here to expose, the motives, right? So this is political ploy part one. We got that definition of ploy. Anybody want to read it, or you want me to read it?
I hit it.
Okay.
Ploy, a cunning plan or action designed to turn a situation to one's own advantage.
Mm.
I like that first part of it though, a cunning plan, right? Get that, click on cunning one time.
Oh, I can't. Let me. I go to the what you call it?
Never mind, don't worry about it.
Cunning. That's like what's that, like real, like you real wise with what your plan, right? We could pull a definition up.
I'll
Let's
put
get
it
it.
up quick.
Okay,
Cunning.
go ahead.
Cunning saying having or showing skill in achieving one's ends by deceit,
Mm.
right? You got skill in achieving your ends by deceit.
That's that, and
Just
that's why
just think of the
that song went so hard. My bad, that
No, I was
treacherous
just gonna
tongue.
say, just think of the con inside of that conning. Con, you con somebody to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead.
Yeah, cunning plan Doesn't the Bible say something about Satan being cunning?
Deceit. So I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Let's
deceit
see.
and cunning going hand in hand. Same thing.
They got something that says similar. Oh, you were still reading it up?
Oh no, that's it. That's it.
It says similar to what's that? Reuse, tactic, move, devise. What's the also good? Scheme, trick, maneuver, cunning plan. So about to see. Let's go ahead and expose this ploy. All right, so hold on, y'all. Let me get to it real quick. Oh, I hope I gotta keep doing this. There we go. So as we know, Kamala Harris is running for president, right? And this is what Michelle Obama has to say. I'm so proud of my girl Kamala. Barack and I are excited to endorse her as a Democratic nominee because of her positivity, sense of humor, and ability to bring light and hope to people all across the country. We've got your back, Kamala Harris. Former First Lady Michelle Obama, you know what I mean, who officially endorsed Kamala Harris. And y'all know, so we're going back to 2020, man. We're going to just show you guys how 2020 is a lot, what's going on today, we seen in 2020, right? They just kind of running the same plan. So we're going to just expose what they was doing. We're going to go back in time and show what they was doing in 2020, which got us to where we at in 2024. And as y'all know, Michelle Obama is the wife of Obama, right? And he who stole the hearts of all the black people, right, in America. Like I said, the first time you voted was for Obama, and same here with me. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna so we got Biden in 2020 right here, and we're gonna show Biden ran for president 4 times in 1988, 2008, and 2020, and 2024. The first time he was viewed as a good choice early on, but quick after it was discovered, he gave a speech that was copied. He gave a speech that was copied from Neil Kinnock, a British politician. It's a script. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a script. It's the same
It's a
script.
script, right?
Like, well, I think that dude was his name? Lyndon P. Johnson said, "I'm gonna have them niggas voting Democrat for the next 200 years."
Right. And like the words say, ain't nothing new under the sun, right? A cunning, like, but is it supposed to be a cunning plan? But well, that's why the Bible say, you know, what does it say? So we could arm ourselves with knowledge. We don't, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. You feel me? So when you got the Most High, you're not ignorant of their little ploys. You feel me? So that's why we're able to expose that. Like you said, it's a script. So in 2020, we had the death of George Floyd, right? That's when we got the I Can't Breathe, the death of George Floyd. That was going on in 2020. Just like we had the death of Sonya Massey during the what's that political? What they call this right now when they run for president? What they call that?
You talking
Like
about
this
the
yeah, during the elections, right? We're in the election period. That's what they call it.
I think that was like doing like the Democratic nomination and
Yeah, election year. Like it's election year.
Oh yeah, election.
Right. Right. So during 2020, and that's where we showed that Biden ran for president in 2020 is when he was running for president. So during 2020, as he was running for president, that's when we had the death of George Floyd. Just like in 2024, as we have the presidents running, we had the death of Sonya Massey. So what I'm showing that it's the same script, right? I'm showing the same script, right? So 2020, during the elections, we had the death of George Floyd. And what happened? Let's see. When did George Floyd die? You can read that out.
George Perry.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Shaq.
George Perry Floyd Jr., October 14th, 1973, May 25th, 2020.
2020, right? So we don't gotta really read it. Oh, matter of fact, go ahead. Matter of fact, yeah, hit that. You hit that. Yeah, let's hit that.
Okay. Was an African American, was an Israelite man who was murdered by a Gentile police officer in Minneapolis, Minnesota, during an arrest made after a store clerk suspected Floyd might have used counterfeit $20 bill on May 25th, 2020.
So as you can see, 2020, right? So this is during the 2020 elections, right? Go ahead, Big Al. You can read this.
Okay. In 2020, the Black Lives Matter movement shook the world.
Right, shook the world, right? The whole world. Go ahead, Al.
Local BLM organizers reflected on a year that rocked the United States and chart their priorities for 2021. Demonstrations, protests on June 6th at the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. over the death of George Floyd, a black man, a Hebrew man, an Israelite man who was in police custody in Minneapolis.
Right. Exactly. So the death of George Floyd shook the whole world during the election period. You know what I'm saying? And from there, what do we get out of that, right? That's when you got your Black Lives Matter, right? Black Lives Matter, as we see it, shook the whole world, right? So they use the death. Go ahead.
Go back to that fist. Go back to that fist again,
The Black Lives Matter with a rainbow.
You see how they put them? Yeah, man.
See how they
couple it
together? You see how they couple it together, though?
Put it right together like that.
They put us right together. And this is why we got this article right here that in 2020, the Black Lives Matter movement shook the world, right? It didn't say the Black Lives Matter and LGBTQ. It was just Black Lives Matter shook the world, which eventually transformed into LGBTQ, right? So this is 2020. This is all during the election period. Cause this is where they want to use their ploys, right? They cunning plans. They was going somewhere with this. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna follow. We are stronger together, right?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So let's get this real quick.
This weekend, the 50th anniversary of Pride unfolds in San Francisco. But for some in the LGBTQ community, the quest for equality and freedom remains has their story.
Pride this year takes place as many are marching in the streets demanding justice for Black lives. But for those who are both Black and LGBTQ, these two movements take on extraordinary significance.
Revolution is here!
There's an absolute connection between Black Lives Matter and Pride because what affects one affects the other.
Black lives, they matter, yeah!
So as a Black gay man, we are sort of wedged between two columns. One is Black homophobia, and the other is white LGBTQ and white mainstream racism.
We can just be like, okay, Black Lives Matter, but wait, not the trans, not the queer. You're mad at the people saying all lives matter, and you're mad at the people saying blue lives matter, but you're mad because people are specifically saying trans lives matter. No, you can't pick and choose which Black Lives Matter.
Jewel Gomez is an award-winning author. Joe Hawkins heads up Oakland's first and only LGBT community center. And Kwai Johnson, J for short, is a community activist. For them, being Black and queer is complex and often challenging.
If I get stopped by the police, they don't ask me if I'm LGBTQ. I'm a Black man.
Racism, homophobia, and sexism served up all at once.
Living with and surviving all of the isms that get thrown at you by the dominant culture can be both heartbreaking and simple.
And it's really sad that to think like fighting for the people who may potentially kill me.
The LGBT community of color is at higher risk for chronic health problems, financial insecurity, and an early death.
We have higher rates of suicide, higher rates of homelessness in general.
As seen in several recent marches, the LGBTQ and Black Lives Matter movements have joined forces. Allies are needed and welcomed. However,
need to learn cultural humility so that we can go into spaces that aren't necessarily our own.
Whether silenced, hidden, or censored, the Black queer movement does not want to lose momentum in this latest incarnation in the fight for civil rights.
And I still can't breathe.
We just want to feel safe. We want to be able to exist.
In San Jose, Quito, KPX5.
So now, let's go back to that picture of Michelle Obama. Right? And why are we going to go back to this picture of Michelle Obama? Well, what did we talk about earlier? We're just going to just leave it there to see as we have this conversation. So what did we talk about earlier? One thing, I voted for Obama, like I told you, for his first time. And I wasn't even in the truth at the time. But the reason why what stopped me from going back to vote for Obama was he was the one that told America that it was okay for same-sex marriage. You know what I'm saying? So here we have the wife of Barack Obama, who made same-sex marriage legal, endorsing Kamala Harris. You know, in 2024. And like I said, same script. 2020 is when you know, the merging of Black Lives Matter came in with the LGBTQ. So these people, like, they've been working on this plan from back even when Obama was president. You know what I'm saying? They progressed it. You got it.
So that's just like Barack Obama is the cause of all this because he was the so-called first Black president. It was the first one to bring the gays and lesbians into our life. So it all goes back. It all ties back into him.
Yes. And this is why they associate Black and LGBT. It was always like that. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning. That's why, like what Shaq said, look who they use to make gay marriage legal. A Black man.
The same way they're using Kamala to endorse the abortions.
Yeah. And then they got them.
Both of them basically what they had to our people. Both of them stopped the birth rate of our people.
Right. And look who they haven't promoted, right? A quote unquote Black man, a quote unquote Black woman. Right. Yeah. And according to Yamel, both their identity is questionable, especially Barack to me. Now, like I told y'all earlier, I never met a nigga named Barack. I never met a middle name is Hussein. You feel me? Nigga, where you come from?
It's her real last name, not Harris. And she physically identifies as being an Indian person over being a Black person. Her whole heritage is Indian. As far as the head Indian.
Where she get the Harris from? I wonder where she get the Harris from.
Wow.
They probably gave her that. You know what I'm saying? Because she ain't even gonna buy her married name.
No, she's not.
You bust my head with that one. How we got Kamala Harris, who we know is not a sister, right? She's not a sister. She's not one of us, right? And we have Barack Obama, who we knew was not a brother. That's crazy. Like, these people are posing as us, and when they get into these office, they are all promoting wickedness.
For us,
nothing for us.
She said she wasn't typically gonna do nothing for us.
Yes,
but the thing is, you look on the outside, you be like, man, them Black people love to be fooled. They love that. Sadish. That's why the scripture called us sadish. Sadish children.
It's safer for our people, you know what I'm saying, to reject the knowledge. You feel me? They feel safer doing that. They be like, well, as long as I don't know, then you know, I ain't gonna be judged for it or something, along them lines. They feel safer with that,
Hey, y'all can pull scripts up too, man. No, it's all good. I'll get scripts
with that blindfold. With that blindfold, right?
Yeah, just lead me, Gentile. Lead me. I don't want to take this blindfold off. Just grab my hand and lead me. Whatever you tell me goes. Right?
What's that? They believe not the truth because they love the lies, right?
Right.
So the Most High give them strong delusions, man. Man, so here we go right here. That was an ill connection right there. I didn't even
As outrage spreads over the killing of George Floyd in the U.S., protesters have taken to the streets around.
I don't got no picture. Y'all ain't got no picture, right?
You said a picture?
Yeah, the video wasn't playing. There you go.
As outrage spread, thousands of demonstrators gathered.
And the reason why we're watching this video is, like we said, the Black Lives Matter shook the whole world. So the whole world is witnessing the merging of Black people and LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? So
straight up though.
Let's go ahead. Yeah.
Say pause real quick, and just like you say, man, that's how we know it's a ploy, a cunning plan. Because think about how many Black people get killed by the police on a daily, right? On the daily. But hey, we gonna choose this situation, you know what I'm saying, for the whole world, not just America, for the whole world. You know what I'm saying? To witness this situation and like, oh, let us all go out and protest. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gotta be cool. If that's the case, y'all niggas should be doing this across the whole world, shit, every month. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I like you brought that up because that just made me think about something. So here we got Black Lives. You said it's not nothing new for America killing a Black man, but then they want to put this in front of the world stage, right? So here we go. We got Black Lives
in front of the world stage.
Right.
Why wasn't Zion Ministry put in front of the world stage?
So I see the ploy in this one. We got Black Lives Matter, LGBTQ, the world stage. So that's why, and now we have the Olympics, right? Y'all just seen the Olympics this year of the remember how they opened up the Olympics with the trans, with the painting of the Last Supper, but it was all trans.
Yeah.
The Olympics is a worldwide event. So y'all see what they did there? They turned Black Lives Matter, LGBTQ as one worldwide stage, and now you have the Olympics. You got the world basically promoting this changing of kinds that's going on, right? It was a ploy. It was like you said, a plan from the beginning. Now we have in the Olympics we got men fighting women in a boxing match.
Dang. And nobody ain't protesting about that. You know what I'm saying? If anything.
Because they've been working on this thing, right? They've been conditioning the people. That's why we're going back in time in 2020 and exposing it. Because what we see in 2020, we really see to this day. We see the results of it. And then I brought up the fact that, man, that's why Barack Obama the one who implemented the White House, implementing the gay marriage. So this stuff really started when Barack went into presidency. But they had it was progressive, so we see the progression of it. Every 23 minutes,
Every 23 minutes,
man.
Would that not be the flock of the slaughter? The Most High talk about?
Right.
Feed my flock to the slaughter.
Of the great
Let's hear this real quick, y'all. One more time. Let's take this in. Number uprising on the Black people, right?
He's trying to make sure he got his face covered all the way up too, so his friends don't see that. That wasn't me.
But imagine the righteous uprise. You know what I'm saying? But they want to show that. But right now, our people are waking up to this truth, but they're trying to demonize us. You know what I'm saying? But the only time the uprise of the Black people is accepted, it has to be polluted, man.
Gotta be polluted. That's right.
Say it again,
We get a Selah moment.
Oh, Selah, yeah. Oh, yeah, 2 minutes 12. Let's see, stop share. And then what's that record? All right, get back to it. Starting now. But yeah, y'all brothers talk about it. But yeah, like you know, they want to show us, and you know, they don't want to show a righteous uprise. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It's,
right.
it's crazy. They want to
Anything
demonize.
to criminalize us, man. Anything with us.
Right.
That's like even with this last school shooting on one of the news networks. I think they're in Atlanta. They had the headlines of the boy Coke, whatever, but they showed the picture of the black boy, the black victim, under the headlines of the mass
George
shooting.
Floyd in the U.S., protesters have taken to the streets around the world.
Oh, I thought they were going to stay paused.
Yeah, another election year, another school shooting.
Real talk.
Right. Same thing, right? Because what is it about? Taking away the guns, right?
Taking away the guns so we can let the immigrants in here. They can break in the gun store, get all type of guns. Now you can't defend yourself.
And nobody do nothing. And nobody do nothing. How they can't be stopped, but they'll kill every last one of us doing something like that.
Man.
Seriously.
Man. Hey, the first bomb that was dropped in the United States was on, what is that, Black Wall Street?
Black Wall Street.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, so you know, if they wanted to stop something, they'd stop it. But
yes, sir.
You know, anything to keep us down. But that just lets you know that we them people, though. It lets you know that. Ain't nothing happened under the sun that happened to the children of Israel.
Hey, you read in the beginning what J. Edgar Hoover said: Negro unity, right? That's why they dropped that. That's why they dropped that bomb on Wall Street. I mean, on Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's why, and that was the only place they dropped the bomb on. They dropped the bomb on Philadelphia. I think Philadelphia. They blew up a city in Philadelphia. That's why North Carolina, Wilmington, North Carolina, they had a whole black town. And them white people them Gentiles went in there and massacred the whole city, killed the people that was living there.
And then that's the thing. They can't keep on dropping bombs on brothers. So what they said, hey, we're gonna put old King up in there. What's his name? Michael King in there and preach against segregation and bring in this quote unquote what they call first they started with the Jim
Crow integration,
right. Forget about the segregation because we can't keep on blowing our towns up. We can't keep dropping bombs on the towns. So what's our next plan? Integration. How you said it? I don't know.
Another way we can kill them. They gonna come to our neighborhoods and we gonna kill them.
And that's why we read that scripture again. Y'all brung up Black Wall Street, but that's why we read that. See how good and pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity.
Unity, man.
They seeing that. They like, nah, we can't have that, man. We can't have that. And again, we can't keep bombing their cities because we just, this is gonna destroy the country. We keep on trying to bomb their towns because they dwelling in unity. What we do? Forget about segregation. Let's bring them in. You feel me? And destroy them. Not just physically. We already been destroying them physically, right? Let's destroy them mentally. Because if they dwell together in unity, it's gonna be brothers coming together, speaking the word and truth, right? But we get them black pastors out there and we tell them how to talk and what they can and cannot say. Come on, man. You got brothers together in their own towns, man. You know the truth gonna be in that town, man, for sure.
I was saying, like, that integration really messes up as a people because now we had to deal with others and not just deal with ourselves. That was the whole thing. When we were separated, we did our business amongst our own people, and we was able to build and do things.
We went back to the way of Moshe. We was self-governed and we was self-police, right?
Right.
So, we ain't have no Gentiles in our neighborhood policing us. Nigga, you did something, everybody running down, nigga, on you. Like, we don't get down like that around here. We was policing ourselves, man.
So like we said, so we see this uprising before the world, but they had to pollute it, and they had to mix it with the LGBT for a reason. So we get to it. Y'all seen when she said it's not just about black people, but worldwide. Y'all seen those pride flags, and they should make sure they show their colors.
Yeah, they made sure they. I was gonna say that too. They got it in like
Mm-hmm.
an ice cream mode or something. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Crazy. Oh man, I pushed the button. Hold on. Like you said, racism is very big for so-called black Germans, which we know are the Israelites. And doesn't it say we will be scattered around the world, and these curses are gonna follow us everywhere we go? Huh?
Right. You know what? I meant to say something too. You remember when y'all was talking about just a minute ago about what dude said he don't want no black Messiah to rise up?
Yeah, J. Edgar Hoover.
Remember y'all saying that? And don't forget
Yes.
who is the newest person saying this? Our biggest problem is the black youth. Who's the newest?
Jewish
Oh,
people, who they call
yeah.
Yeah. Same thing. Same thing. No, nobody wanted us to rise up nowhere because they
And
know
they
our
still don't.
Elohim will fight for us.
Right. Oh, but hold on. Like you say, hey, all prayer. It's a discussion. Like you said, cause they don't want our people rising up because they know Elohim will fight for us. This is why they gotta pollute us. This is why they
They
gotta make
gotta
us an
pollute us.
abomination. This is why they gotta make us the face of abominations, man. And try to influence our people because they like, look, what the words say? If they sin, they Elohim won't fight for them, right?
Won't fight for them. Won't fight for them. I should just pull that scripture up, huh? I
Yeah,
mean,
pull that up. Let's pull it up. What's that sin, huh?
that's in Jude, not
Jude. I wonder
Jude,
about
not that's in Judith, in the
Judas.
apocrypha. I mean, in the apocrypha.
I might be able to
Judith.
Google that
Let me
thing.
see. I got you, right? Let me find it.
Let's pull that up, man.
Where you at, Judith?
Oh, I'm glad you said that. I can't let that. Ooh, yeah. That's why they gotta pollute us like this, right?
Let's see.
Judah. That Judah, Judith, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Wow. This one. Okay. Here we go.
Oh, you found them?
Yeah. See.
It said Judah 5:20. Let's see.
Yeah. So starting at 17. Well.
Start at 17.
Wait a minute.
Good.
I don't want to okay. Yeah. I read. When we read it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You gonna pull it up, or you can pull it, or you can give me the whole, so I'll pull it up.
It's right here. It's up.
Okay.
It's up. Where we starting at?
Start at really 17. I mean, you can start earlier, but 17 to like maybe 22.
Here you go. You can read it out. It's here.
Okay. All right. And while they sin not before their Elohim, they prospered, because the Elohim that hated iniquity was with them. Right?
Ooh.
This is dude telling Holofernes them about them. He's like, who is them people? Where they come from? And all that. And he started expounding from the time of Abraham all the way to the Most High took them out and cast them out. So
Damn, yes, let's see.
Yeah, this is the like when you go all the way back up to 1 real quick, you might see it. Let's see.
Right
Yeah,
here,
this was Holofernes, the chief captain of the army of Ashur, that children of Israel had prepared for war and had shut up the passage of the hill countries, and had fortified all the tops of the high hills, and had laid impediments in the campaign countries, wherewith he was very angry, and called all the princes of Moab, and the captains of Ammon, and all the governors of the seacoast. So he called all these people like, man, and he said unto them, tell me now, you sons of Canaan, I think, who this people is that dwelleth in the hill country, and what are the
Right.
cities that they inhabit, and what is the multitude of their armies, and wherein is their power and strength? Right? Where is their power and strength?
Where they get that
And
power
what,
from? That's them little bitty people.
right. And what king is set over them, or captain of their army?
Hey, that's just in that one little verse. There's so much in there. You know
So
what I'm
much
saying?
in there.
Hey, but
There's a lot in there.
He ain't even go to the. It ain't like he said, "Hey, for like, come tell me about these Israelites that I'm dealing with." He had went to other nations. That means other nations know who we get down to know the Most High, right? They like, hey, man.
Right. And just like the scriptures say, I'm gonna start to put the fear of the nations on you. The fear of all the nations still fear us to this day, and they don't even know why.
Right. Can I say something? That goes back to like Psalms 83. You know, they are confederate against thee. You know what I'm saying? Like our people like to say that the whole world know who we is, but our own people, they know who we are. And this is go ahead. That's why we read in the scripture. This is why they have to pollute us. You got it,
Man, I mean, they got to keep us polluted. If they don't keep us polluted, then Most High ain't even going to even attempt to come to us like that. That's why he said we got to turn that. That's why it said in their affliction they gonna seek me. So we being afflicted all over the world. Who else we gonna seek? And gonna turn. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the Most High. Then he gonna send them ships to come pick us up. I mean, stop going into other stuff, but go ahead. Let's see. I'm gonna give a story like dude is. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, he can put the 3-piece suit on, man. About to start hitting. And you know what I'm saying?
All right. And he said unto them, tell me, you know, he said unto the Canaan, number 4, and they have, and why have they determined not to come and meet me? So he asked, you know, who is their power, who is their strength, and why ain't they determined not to come up and meet me? More than all the inhabitants of the West. Then said Akor, the captain of all the sons of Ammon, let my master now hear a word from the mouth of thy servant, and I will declare unto thee the truth concerning this people, which dwelleth near thee, and inhabited the hill countries, and there shall no lie come out of the mouth of thy servant. So he like, I know all about them. I'm gonna tell you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay.
And real quick, like he said, this hill people, what the Most High say? You are a city on a hill. He said we was a city on a hill. To be a go ahead, you got it though.
This people are descendant of the Chaldeans.
Chaldean, right?
Abraham, right? And they sojourned heretofore in Mesopotamia, because they would not follow the gods of their fathers, which were in the land of Chaldea.
We know Abraham ain't followed the God that Tahor worship, right?
Right. For they left the way of their ancestors and worshiped the Elohim of heaven. The Elohim who they knew. So they cast out from the face of their Elohim, and they fled unto Mesopotamia and sojourned there many days. Then their Elohim commanded them to depart from the place where they sojourned and to go into the land of Canaan, right? Because that was they supposed to be their land from the jump,
Right.
where they dwelt and were increased with gold and silver and with very much cattle.
You know we
But
talking
when
about
a
right now.
but when a famine covered all the land of Canaan, they went down into Egypt and sojourned there while they were nourished and became there a great multitude, so that one could not number their nation.
Winning 70
Therefore,
souls, right?
when he had 70, came out a lot. Therefore, the king of Egypt rose up against them and dealt subtility with them and brought them low with laboring and brick and made them slaves.
We know that when he dealt subtly, remember how he dealt with them? He made all the work. He said, hey, Egyptians go work with the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? And start taking that from them, right? And then the Egyptians start slowly stop going to work, right? And then it was just Israelite slaves, right?
Hey, I tell them to check out to the Jew and to the Gentile. You know what I'm saying? I think that's like part 1 or 2.
Okay. I couldn't remember which.
They was the creation of a nation.
Creation of a nation.
That's what it was. Okay.
Then they cried unto their Elohim. And
hold on. That's the main thing right there. That's the main thing. Nobody crying out to the Most High in Babylon right now. Everybody is so going Babylon, not crying out to the Most High. Straight up.
And he smote all the land of Egypt with incurable plagues. So the Egyptians cast them out of their sight.
So you know they had plenty of medicine, right? Egyptians had plenty of medicine. Something happened, we got a medicine for this. He said he put incurable plagues on them. Ain't no medicine gonna cure this, man.
Elohim dried the Red Sea before them and brought them to Mount Sinai and Cave Barn and cast forth all that dwelt in the wilderness. So they dwelt in the land of the Amorites, and they destroyed by their strength all of them of Esbon, and passing over Jordan, they possessed all the hill country.
The hill country.
And they cast forth before them the Canaanites, the Perizzites, Jebusites, and the Shechemites, and all the Jebusites, and they dwelt in that country many days.
A lot of different nations right there.
And now this is a big one right here, y'all. And while they sinned not before their Elohim, they prospered.
That's what we get.
That's what happened. While they sinned not before their Elohim, they prospered. Because the Elohim that hated iniquity was with them. So the Most High hated iniquity.
Right.
Go ahead, Shad.
No, I was just with you. I was with you. What the Most High hate? Iniquity.
And especially that man and man, that boy and boy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the Most High hate that pride too. And if you
hate
look, that's the poster for them, pride. Right? That's they whatever you call that. That's what represents them. You got it though.
And you ain't saying this from your own words, because the Most High said man on man is an abomination. Look up the word abomination.
Right. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed.
Y'all see that? When you see the way, that needs to be capitalized. The way always been before us. Before Mashiach always been before us. Put it like that. The way departed from the way, right?
Right.
And the early Christians, they ain't call it Christianity, they call it the way. Straight up.
Yeah, that's what they used to call it. You know, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captive into a land that was not there. And the temple of their Elohim was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemy. But now are they returned to their Elohim, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Now therefore, listen to him. Now therefore, my master and governor, if there be any error against this people,
Right, hold on.
and
Can I get this real quick? Like you said, my master and governor, right? 'Cause this is being done on a political scale. You got it, huh?
He said, if there be any error against this people, if they fornicating, if they what you call the LGBTQ, they changing their gender, you know, and they sin against their Elohim,
man,
let us consider that this shall be their ruin. And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
The Most High ain't fighting with us.
Most High ain't fighting with them.
Not even fighting with us because we can't fight. The Most High ain't fighting for us. How about that?
But if there be no iniquity in their nation, right? Not one or two of them.
Right.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation,
right,
let my master now pass by, lest their Elohim defend them, and their Elohim before them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
All the world, man.
And I like that 21 where it says, but let there be no iniquity in their nation, right? That's why
right.
Read the quote unquote Old Testament and somebody doing something, it say, yeah, take him outside the camp and stone him. You know what I'm saying? Purge the wickedness from amongst you. That's what the scriptures say. I ain't straight up.
Yeah.
Purge the wickedness from amongst you, man. Straight up, man.
And, you know, like nothing new under the sun. And these people, like, you know, they know what they're doing, like political ploy. They've been doing this since the time of this right here, whenever this was written out. You know, this is crazy.
Crazy.
The same skit, right? They running the same ploy.
Like you said on that 20, he said, now therefore, my master and governor. You know, Most High said the government gonna be on his shoulder. Yeah. Yeah, that's it on that script, though. You know, really. But you know, you see that we need the Most High as a people, not just as an individual. You know, as a people, because you all want to be on one accord. You know what I'm saying when it comes to things. You know, be able to pray as a unity. You know. It all goes back to that. What's that? Deuteronomy 30. When they turn back with their whole heart, them and their children.
Hold on, brothers and moms.
And that's why brothers be going so hard on them corners like that. But so, you know, they do it the wrong way sometimes. They show more, you know, and they highlight it. That's the whole thing about it. They highlight it because our people love drama. It's crazy. I want to see some brothers loading videos where they, you know, bringing people into the truth. People want to hear. Man. I like to see something like that, to see them yelling at somebody.
All right, all praise. We back. We got everything in order. All right, so now we're coming off of talking about how they gotta make us sin. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that the Most High ain't gonna fight for us if we have that iniquity. You know, as a nation, right? All right, so let's get it. Y'all hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, all praise. All praise. All right, so yeah, it's like, like we was just reading that Judith, man. Make them sin, right? They gotta have iniquity inside of the nation. So let's get back to that political ploy. Man. Well, I'm about to put a thumbs up in this political ploy. That way I gotta keep scrolling to find it. All right, so yeah, all praises, yeah. All right, get back to it, y'all. 1 second. Here we go. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Is the phrase that everybody's talking about today. You ain't black. Those were the words coming from Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden during a radio show interview.
Well, he was talking about anyone who doesn't know whether to vote for him or President Trump in November. His words sparked a growing debate. CBS 46's Brittany Miller explains that Biden has since apologized.
Yes, he has apologized, saying that he shouldn't have been such a wise guy or so cavalier. But Biden's apology really hasn't put out the flames of this national controversy. 3 words have ignited a political and racial firestorm.
So if you have a problem out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
You ain't black is all over social media and major news outlets. The Trump campaign is even selling You Ain't Black t-shirts for $30 online. Presumptive Democratic nominee Joe Biden made the comment while on the popular radio show The Breakfast Club Friday morning.
Yeah, I cringed when I heard Joe Biden say those words.
CBS 46 political analyst Rashad Ritchie believes this was Biden's failed attempt at a joke.
A 77-year-old white male should not be giving advice to black people about what it means to be black.
While vice chair of candidate recruitment for Georgia's Democratic Party, Adrian White, doesn't think Biden meant any harm by this.
And I don't hold it against him because, that is who we know. That is Uncle Joe, as we endearingly call him.
Biden's opposers aren't letting him off the hook, saying the Democratic Party takes the black vote for granted.
And I think he's really coming in thinking that he'll get a pass and that he can really take it for granted.
Meantime, State Representative Vernon Jones says Biden's statement is an example of bigotry in the Democratic Party. But when I asked him about President Trump's previous divisive and racist comments,
what Donald Trump has said in the past, this is about what Joe Biden said this morning after black people lifted him out of the depths of losing a national election in South Carolina.
And developing this week, a recent Quinnipiac poll shows 81% of the black vote going to Biden compared to 3% to President Trump. Live in the newsroom, Brittany Miller, CBS 46 News.
So now we see. So now we see who their who their target Wait. Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay. Who they targeting, right? They're targeting the black people. They're trying to get the black vote. So here we go. Here go Biden, right? So Biden, okay, here we go. That's why he went there.
To protect LGBTQ
oh my gosh.
And foster care.
Okay, here we go. So here we got. We just got done. Biden saying, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black, right? Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
My headphones. But yeah, Biden saying, if you don't vote for me, then you ain't black. But so who else does Biden? Look what Biden tells the LGBT community, right? That he has their back.
protect LGBTQ kids in foster care.
Oh wow, hold on, y'all. Yo, what's going on with this technology, boy? This joint tripping.
Yeah,
Let's
dude.
see, hold on.
You probably got too much on your phone, too much data. You could be.
Yeah.
In foster care.
Oh yeah, you gotta delete some pictures.
As president, I was proud to end the ban on transgender troops in our military, sign the Respect for Marriage Act, strengthen the civil rights protections for LGBT Americans, and advance LGBT human rights around the globe. But our fight is far, far from over because we have some hysterical and, I would argue, prejudiced people who are engaged in all what you see going on around the country. It's an appeal to fear, and it's an appeal that is totally, thoroughly unjustified and ugly. It's wrong for that a person can be married in the morning in the United States and fired in the afternoon by their employer because they're gay. It's wrong that the violence and hate crimes targeting LGBTQ people is rising. It's wrong that extreme officials are.
And you see that the LGBTQ people is rising, but then we just watched the other video where it said that the police kill a black person every 23 minutes, and they said that the police killer's been on the rise there. But see how it switched from black to LGB, so we see the merging of it.
Pushing hateful bills targeting transgender children, terrifying families, and criminalizing doctors. These are our kids. These are our neighbors. It's cruel and it's callous. Not somebody else's kids. They're all our kids. They're the kids, and our children are the kite strings that hold our national ambitions aloft. It matters a great deal how we treat everyone in this country. Congress has to pass, and I'm not giving up on this. Just like they told me we couldn't get the Marriage Act passed. Congress must pass the Equality Act and send it to my desk. LGBTQ Americans, especially children, you're loved, you're heard.
Real quick, let's talk about that. So it said Congress must pass. Congress has to pass the LGBTQ law to protect Americans, right? But what about us, right?
He said especially for children too. Don't forget that. We mean we pointing out of everything we talking about. When I say especially, this is the main thing I want y'all to know. He said especially children.
That's crazy, y'all. And then remember, like when they passed the bill for the Asians to protect the Asians because they was getting attacked. There and all our people was like, man, what about our bill? Like Maine said, Kamala Harris said they ain't doing nothing specifically for black people, but he just said we must pass this for LGBTQ. That's why they had to merge the LGBT with the Black Lives Matter because they're not going to do nothing for just so-called black people, man.
Right.
But they will do it for a black LGBTQ person because they don't look at you as black, you're LGBTQ. You got it out.
Right, and that's just the thing though. When they in these Congress meetings and all that, it's like just like we know you still in captivity. What can they really do for you in your captivity? You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Once them niggas start passing laws for you, you ain't in captivity no more. You know?
Right. And the only law and if they do gonna pass a law for you, you gotta say you gay or something to get it. So you gotta be in there. You gotta be part of that iniquity.
And this administration has your back, and I mean it. We are not relenting one single second to make sure that they're protected.
This joint spooky, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's spooky, man.
I got this.
It's spooky.
I just sent you something on Messenger and your what's the name to go right with it. With that Lyndon P. Johnson quote.
Yeah, what's that? It's on Messenger? Oh yeah, you sure did. I'll take a look at it. This one right here, right? With the guy. Okay.
That's the last one with the white dude.
Yeah. Let's see if it play. All right, so I gotta update it.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to play it. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, my phone be tripping, bro. Yes, I got to update.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe we can play it later. I can pass you the host or something.
Yeah, it just said I how those niggas voting Democrat for the next 200 years.
Man, okay. Let's see. Open Tik. Maybe I put open TikTok. I downloaded TikTok because they got to a point where they wouldn't let me watch TikTok. You know, it's giving me a hard time. I gotta update it. You know, I could probably find that on
Yeah.
YouTube. But
Yeah.
I be hating
I
that,
miss.
man. Ain't got that TikTok, man. And Big Man sent some videos. I can't even watch the videos, man.
right, yeah, it'd be like that for Instagram too. My cousin Stay sending me Instagram videos, but I can't watch them. But they, you know,
It's the boy Young and a
since this
half.
truth been coming out, it's been hard to do a lot of things on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You just can't click on stuff no more unless you got an account. Give them your
Yep.
information, then get in there.
You can find it on here though. Right here, let's see. Is this it up? That's him?
But even if we pass this bill, the battle will not be over.
Is that him or nah?
I think that's him. Type in
what happened in Selma is part of a far larger movement.
Saying that we'll vote for the next 200 years. Type in Lyndon P.
Oh, this right
Johnson.
here?
Yeah.
Right here?
Say, well, you can't have a poll tax. They can say you can't have a gas tax or a cigarette tax or anything else. Federal government's telling the states pretty tough what their business is. Now, you can say that they can't discriminate, but I've got to prove that it discriminates. Now, I can't prove it in Texas. There are more niggers voting there now than white folks. More of them buying poll taxes now than white folks. Higher percentage of them. And I can't show that the literacy test that discriminate against because they haven't got any. They got no test at all. Just like God, anybody that can get up and pay $1.06 can vote.
That's not it, but shoot.
Right.
That's how they feel about us, huh?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let's see.
Just type in, I'm going to have them niggas voting for the next 200 years.
What's his name? Lyndon B. Johnson, right?
Think so. Lyndon P. or B?
Yeah, I think it's B. Lyndon B. Johnson. I'm gonna type in 200 years. I had those niggas rating unproven. They might have scrubbed that thing. It looks like it's possible they scrubbed that off the internet. Cause right here, when I type that in, fact checkers comes up. Fact checker says, claim President B. Lyndon Johnson once said, "I'll have those niggers voting Democrat for 200 years." It says rating unproven. So they probably trying to clean that up off the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so it might not be easy to just be able to pull it up and plot and find it. So when we get a chance, 'cause I want to check it out too. You can play that video at the end. 'Cause we almost done.
Hey, it's Professor Dave. I want to tell you about LBJ.
He knows a lot about all kinds of stuff, Professor.
You can hit that video for what's at the end, so we can do a little bonus. All right, let's get back to it. All right. Where we at with it? It's part 2 right here. All right, we at okay. Biden. So look, so here we go. So it ain't no coincidence that we got Kamala Harris in 2024, who remember Joe Biden, right? He said LGBTQ, we have your back. If you don't vote for me, then you ain't black. And here we have Kamala Harris running for president 2024, who was Joe Biden's vice president, who we know to be an Indian woman, now saying she's a black woman, who supports this LGBTQ movement, right? Like I said, she runs her whole campaign on abortion, and not just abortion, but also on love who you love, right? Man and man, woman and woman, right?
Yeah, they had a what's that? Abortion clinic outside the Democratic thing. You know, they out there killing babies while they up in there speaking. Crazy.
So like you said, political ploy, a scheme, right? A direction, right? So where are they trying to go with this? So we know that they're trying to. So we just read that Judith, how they got to keep us in iniquity, and we also know that this is going on the whole world, like the words say. In the last days, iniquity shall increase. You know what I'm saying? So we seen that this was a movement before the whole world. Olympus is a worldwide event. The way that they came in, the opening of the Olympics was they used the transgenders. So let's go ahead and get it.
Press who are here, you know that a great deal of work in my career has been to address human rights issues, equality issues across the board, including as it relates to the LGBT community. And I feel very strongly about the importance of supporting the freedom and supporting and fighting for equality among all people, and that all people be treated equally. I will also say that this is an issue that we consider, and I consider, to be a human rights issue, and that will not change.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.
All right, so we see what Kamala Harris is about, the LGBTQ people. All right, okay. Let's get back to the, there you go. Here we go. Oh, this is what Jermaine was.
I just want to give y'all my weekly reminder, because I think I talk about this at least once a week.
So Jermaine, this is what you was talking about earlier. We got it right in here. Let's get it in.
Week about videos that Kamala Harris, who is now running for the presidency of the United States, has said to y'all the following. Check it out.
Any policy that will benefit black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
Say it with me. I'm not going to do something just for black people. No.
So this is how the LGBTQ got into it, right? Cause I've been noticing what they've been saying, like when it was black, it was all people, all. Like this can't be for us. They gotta have something else in it. Like you know what I mean? It's all good, but just not us. As long as it's not us.
She has said that she has not backed off of that. She has not wavered from that. She has continued on pretending that black people aren't asking for anything. And guess what? A lot of black supporters aren't asking her for anything. But I'm telling y'all, some of y'all who said maybe you're going to ride the couch and maybe you're thinking about it, we got to start listening to these people. She's told us, I'm not going to do nothing just for black people. Even though she's done things for everybody else but black people. She was there in the White House with Joe Biden. They put her over the border where they opened it wide open and let anybody and everybody want to come over here and get what there is to get. She did that. But yet she sit up and tell you, I ain't gonna do nothing just for you because you black. But she run around talking about she black. Don't you do for people who are like you? Because it's going to take black people to get her in the office. She can't do that without black people, but she's smug about it. Now, of course, she said that when she was running.
And it's funny she said that. She can't do nothing without black people. This is what Joe Biden did. This is why, during 2020, we had Joe Biden, who was for the black people, right? If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And then you had Trump, who was supposed to be the racist. You know what I'm saying?
President 2020.
They just started hating him because the media made them hate him. I mean,
Right.
the Democrats run the media. They run whoever running that party. They running a lot of stuff that's going on in the country. So they don't want putting these books in the schools. Sexualizing the kids, all this stuff. Everything they do is basically against the Most High. So they're like,
right.
Hey, I can't never hate a Gentile that'll tell me in my face that he don't like me. Now them Gentiles that be sneaky and tell you, oh yeah, I deal with you, and then come with that. That's that cunning plan, right?
Oh yes, sir. That's that part too. We definitely get into that.
I told you in your face, nigga, I don't like you niggas. I respect that.
Right. Right. I rather respect that. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody, you want to know what somebody's saying. You don't want them to butter you up just to beat you down. They always say that the Republican Party is racist towards us. But we used to vote Republican and then they talk about the switch and all that. But the thing is, like, the Republicans would be like, nah, okay, we ain't gonna do nothing for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We know that Republicans ain't gonna do nothing for us. But we know the Democrats ain't gonna do nothing for us. But they the ones that tell us they gonna do something for us. And then they put all this sinful stuff in our face.
Thing is, ain't nobody about to do nothing for us in our land of captivity. All praise.
Nobody out. All praise to the Most High. When you know that, you don't even care about them two parties like that.
Yeah, one thing I was telling people, like during the elections, like when it was Trump versus Biden, I told them like, yo, matter of fact, actually while Trump was president, I was noticing all the stuff that Trump had going on. But I told the people, I'm like, yo, listen, when there was presidents during slavery, there was presidents during segregation time and all that during what's that, Jim Crow. You know what I'm saying? I say, if he was a racist, do you really think he's the first racist president?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, I think he gave Jesse Jackson some money back in the day or did something for him. They used to praise Trump up until Oprah used to like him. Everybody, The View, they used to all have him on there. But then, like, once they made that decision that he racist, they pushed that out there and they turned everybody against him.
Hey, I got 2 points one time. First point, for everybody that's voting and stuff like that, and y'all deal with this system like that, they still got Cornel West on the ballot. If you just say I'm black and I want to vote for somebody black, Cornel West is on the ballot, right? Second thing is, none of these niggas control nothing. Carmelo, Trump, hey, this shit's a reality show. And we know Trump is a reality star. So now he's a reality star on a worldwide scale, right? So again, we just watching a reality show every time they put it on TV. You feel me? You think it's real life? This a show. And I'm gonna use language today. It's a shit show, is what it is.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
And he put in there to divide the people. We gotta keep these people fighting against each other, so they won't look at the bigger picture. Who behind both of these parties starting this and doing this? The devil in the details.
Right. It's all, like you say, it's all weakness, man. This ain't our system. Again, we police ourselves. That's how we get down. That's what you see. You seen them laws. Y'all read them laws, right? Y'all read Torah, right? We police ourselves, man. Straight
Right,
up.
all praise. Straight
So
up.
if another nation start policing you, you know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be Sandra Massey's. It's gonna be you know. I can't go through the names.
George Floyd's.
I ain't even
All
want to
that.
say George Floyd. I want to say more of the brothers who, what's that brother that got killed on back in the day on the train, subway, all that type stuff, man. The what's the little brother that got killed over the Skittles? Trayvon, man. Listen,
Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice.
This a nigga named
Mike Brown.
You say, nigga, I'm about to police the area. You ain't even no lawman. What you policing for? You feel me? Hey, we just
successful.
You got it up.
But have y'all heard her change her tune? Say, you know what? I know I said I wasn't gonna do nothing for black people, but I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna give you 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit. She ain't even said that. She ain't even said I'm gonna give you some of these crunchy greens that I get up out of my bathtub. She ain't even said that. Nothing. Because she knows that all she got to do is wiggle and jiggle and giggle. And black people were silly enough to put her in office without asking her for nothing, even though she says, I'm not going to do nothing for this for you. But there's a whole lot of migrants that's in a whole lot of black neighborhoods that has gotten some thanks to.
So I want to put out this ploy too. So they use black people to whenever they do something. So Biden, it was black and LGBTQ. So Harris, and looking like under this Harris and Biden administration, is gonna be black, and they're gonna switch this and like the rights that like like how they don't want to give us reparations, but they giving all the migrants this money. You get what I'm saying? So they took one thing that was black, put it on the gay community, and now they're gonna use us to merge us with these migrants probably, or give what? So they're giving the LGBTQ civil rights. You know what I mean? Laws protecting the LGBTQ, and then stuff that they should have been giving us to protect us, they give it to LGBTQ. Now stuff that they should be giving us as reparations and stuff, they're giving it to migrants, like homes, right? Opening up like building houses for them, giving them loans and everything. But why they won't give it to us? You get what I'm saying? Right before our eyes, they're doing it again, over again.
The policies, the open border policies of Joe and Kamala. Oh yeah, they gotta own that. There's a lot of black people in black neighborhoods that'll never be the same. It will never go back to where it was because all the migrants have moved in there, set up shop. They get money, housing, everything else, job, training, you name it. They're getting it all. Thanks to that of Kamala Harris. And she done told black people, I'm not going to do nothing just for you. No. Look on her face was just like, you kidding me? What kind of mess is this? You asking me to do?
And then this different conversation about migrants, right? But are they migrants? Because according to some of these Hebrew charts, these are your people. I'm gonna let you say loud on that, y'all man.
You got it. You got it.
That's how she was looking. I could be wrong, but that's kind of what I got from it. I'm pretty good at reading people, and that's she looked disgusted. Like, how dare you? How dare you ask me specifically for something? But they didn't open up the borders, and they ain't hardly had to ask at all. It was just given to them. It was like they opened up the borders, and it was Utopia America for migrants. Thanks to that, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. So y'all think long and hard about that before you go voting for somebody who's already told you I ain't gonna do nothing for you. So anyway, y'all tell me what you think of that.
They're not gonna do nothing for you, but they sure is gonna use you.
And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetri K Show, here on YouTube.
Hey, one more time. We need to stop calling them migrants and start saying it's a migration of Israelites. That's what we're gonna start saying.
No, they ain't. But
My bad. I got to shoot some. You know that.
Yeah, I know. Hey, but man, nothing, man. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh yeah,
We're
that's it.
excited people. We're excited people to keep going forth and doing the same thing. You know, man, keep forth doing the same thing, and they doing the same thing too, is to keep us divided. When the scripture clearly says, "Gather yourselves together." It's gonna be a
Oh,
time we're
nation
gonna
of
have to.
desire. Yep.
Have to. That's the only way, But it's gonna take the oppression to reach its max. I hope it don't take that. I hope the Most High just say, "Come on, y'all, it's time to judge this nation." Get us up out the midst of this wickedness that we see every day. Work you long and hard.
Hey, I got past you the host. That was it. That was the end of part one, real quick. So what we were just showing was you know, how they merged the Black Lives Matter with the LGBTQ and how they played the same, showing you they during the 2020 elections, the killing of the black man, police killing and whatnot, just like George Floyd, Sonya Massey, and so much more is looking like 2020 and 2024, and we ain't even get into it, but we ain't, that's not what I'm trying to show. But we had the COVID came out, and now we got diseases and all that, man. Like I said, school shootings, they doing the same script, but this is all part of a plan, right? And what they trying to, what's the end plan? What's the end game?
Crazy.
I don't know if you want to show that video, the 200 years, the TikTok video.
Oh, okay. Thing.
Yeah, but everything's leading up to part 2. So be there for part 2.
Yeah, on TikTok.
And then talking about
the committee. It was the 31st of August in 19.
I think let's look at the fact.
If you can convince,
I think let's.
Mr. Chairman.
Right there. Y'all see my screen?
Yeah. You just gotta move the screen that's on your screen. It's on me right now.
It's what?
Yeah. There you go. You moved it. Oh, they don't want you to play this video.
Right, because I was just... There you go. Oh, I thought it was going to
have Oh, okay, that's what that was.
If you want to save, when God wants to make a man power,
drink a ginger shot daily.
It like it was just a picture.
His quote is, if you want to convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you're picking his pocket. Hell, give him somebody to look down on and he'll empty his pockets for you.
Damn.
His quote is, if you want to convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you're picking his pocket. Hell, give him somebody to look down on and he'll empty his pockets for you.
Damn.
His quote is, if you want to...
If you can convince the lowest white man that he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice that you're picking his pockets. Hell, give him somebody to look down on, he'll empty his pockets for you.
Quoted The Great Society asked not how much, but how good. I have concluded that I should not permit the presidency.
I want to see
Everybody wants. If we succeed.
And these are the things that it said. The basic conclusion of the Kerner report: our nation is moving toward two societies, one black, one white, separate and unequal. Folks, this is what they're saying 50 years ago. The deepening racial divide is not inevitable. The movement apart can be reversed. Choice is still possible. Our principal task is to define that choice and press for a national resolution. To pursue our present course will involve the continuing polarization of the American community and ultimately the destruction of basic democratic values. Does that sound familiar? What white America has never fully understood, but what the Negro can never forget, is that white society is deeply implicated in the ghetto. White institutions created it. White institutions maintain, and white society condones it. This is 50 years ago, and 3 weeks later, that's what happened in my hometown. King was killed on April 4th, 1968. He was scheduled to give a speech in a Memphis church that Sunday, April 7, 1968. This is the title of the speech that was found among his papers in the Lorraine Motel after he was killed. I wonder what that speech would have been like.
why America.
So, and these are the things that it said.
In 1964, President Lyndon B. Johnson, the B stands for big, ran for re-election, and this is when Malcolm X said that this would be the year of the ballot or the bullet. The fact that your country is using your tax dollars to fund several genocides at one time, the fact that your country is allowing for children's blood to paint the hallways of elementary school, to paint the coloring book they once were using prior to an AR-15 ripping their body apart, the fact that you cannot afford your glasses, the fact that you cannot afford your medicine, the fact that you cannot afford your rent or basic human resources to keep you alive. And this is your response, is why I say America has perfected the docile citizen. You don't truly want liberation. It's just that your peace has been interrupted. Let me just also say on a side note, I never said that I never voted a day in my life. I just said I no longer vote. And if that upsets you, I really don't give a fuck. You're a stranger online. You'll get over it. Anywho, but I'm not here to discuss what our differences are. Like Malcolm X wasn't there to discuss in his speech what our differences were during that time. It's not about that. It's about seeing the common enemy, the common goal, and that is this system. A lot of y'all are in my comment section saying, I'm going to vote for a third party. Good luck with that. You are now... The cycle continues. I have tried this time and time again. How do you not feel insane? The point of not voting sends a message when you have enough people doing it, because it sends a message that we don't want either one of your parties and we don't want your system anymore. By any means necessary, right? Y'all have that in y'all bios. Y'all love to say it, but when it's time to actually get down, now I'm docile. Now, okay, Kat, you're a little bit radical. I don't even want to hear from you if you don't vote. Like, that's kind of crazy. So let me get this straight. If my house is on fire and the fire department comes and puts out one room, should I be satisfied? Should I be happy that they got to one room? Even though my fucking roof is collapsing in on itself, even though my whole house is now being burned to the ground, but at least they got that one room, guys. Every year, y'all complain about the same fucking things. You have people saying they want to leave America. Why? Vote! If you vote, it'll change, guys. It'll change, I promise you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not in 10 years even, but someday, one day, it's gonna change. That's exactly what you sound like to me. And not to say that you didn't get your change that you wanted sometimes when you vote, but you still don't have universal health care, which is something that American citizens have been fighting for more than a century. They'll concede right now, but America has a pattern it follows. They'll concede right now, and then about 10, 20, 50, 60 years later, the next generation will suffer because they will take away those rights that they once took away from you, i.e. abortion, affirmative action. I am not anti-voting or anti-democracy or anti-government. I am anti-exploitation. I am anti-degradation, and I am anti-oppression. I will ask you once again, do you want peace or do you want liberation? Because you'll get peace with voting, but you'll always be fighting forever and ever under this system. So good luck. I'm leaving, so. In 1964,
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you can go Google real quick. I like how that last video was when he said white like basically white people are deeply into the ghetto. What he said.
Uh-huh.
You can go on Google real quick. I'm gonna pull this up.
Go ahead.
Oh, you made me host.
Oh, I was gonna pull it up. I go to you. I get back to
Oh,
you.
okay. No, I didn't know you made me. Did you make? I thought you did. Cause it said that my microphone. Let's see. Yeah, your microphone is unmuted.
Okay, you the host. You the host now.
Oh, on the host. All right. So let me get to it then. So what did he say? He said white people are deeply rooted inside of the black community, basically. And this is good too, to want to end it right here, going into part two, and then we hit that political play part two. So we're gonna get it in. So I'm gonna just show this real quick. Cause this just tripped me out, right? Who founded the NAACP?
Jews.
They
Democrat
some
Party.
liars.
Man, them all Gentiles, ain't it? They ain't got no dark-skinned brothers in there.
You see that? Look what they did. Who founded the NAACP? Try to have a little sister there. Look, show 11 more. Look at that. Look at that, Op.
All Gentiles, ain't it?
Right. But Google want to give you this face right here.
They want to give you her face.
Yup.
Ida P. Wells.
They funny, man. They are so funny. It wasn't like that before. And
I
look,
don't trust. I don't trust
anyway,
what if it's one black and the 10 other whites. I don't trust what that black dude got to say. You know what I'm saying? I just don't trust.
look at this right here. So now we gotta get Pacific right on. Who founded the NAACP in 1917? Founding of the NAACP. The NAACP founding members, including white progressives, Mary White Ovington, Henry Moskowitz.
You see that last name right there? That's an Ashnaki, right?
And so we see Gentiles founded the NAACP, right? And also,
hey, did you go back? Did you hear me about that Gentile?
I didn't hear you
about that Oswaski. That's a straight Abenaki right there, right? Yeah, Moscow.
Henry, yeah.
That's straight Abenaki, right? Straight up. So these Abenakis is everything that try to be, everything that y'all want to start, from your rappers. Who own that? Them Abenakis, right? Your NAACP Abenaki right there.
Oh, look at that. Look at this out. They don't want to deal with it.
Pronounce it right. Ashkenazi. Ashkenazi. There you go. I'll be pushing on her.
Let's see. Let's spell George Soros, right? Like, look at this. Like, oh man, what the heck? My phone tripping. All right, here we go. George Soros, right? So here we go. That Black Lives Matter movement, right? So we're gonna end it here. George Soros Foundation.
I don't hear you.
merging us into the LGBTQ. This is why you got people like George Soros who's gonna fund that stuff. Cause they know it's not just for black people. They trying to push their agendas. You got it out.
No, I was just saying, go. You need might tie that Wi-Fi box around your neck.
Oh wow. Okay, hold on. Yeah, y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, like we were saying with the Black Lives Matter movement, like you were saying earlier, you know, they what you were saying, like they let that go worldwide, right? You gotta understand, like, why are they doing it? You know, they been killing our people. So you got people like George Soros who's gonna fund that because you know these people got an agenda. Cause they knew that stuff was turned to LGBTQ, and not just that. During the Black Lives Matter movement, that's when they was, you know, our people was the face of like destruction. They were destroying things and everything, man. So they're gonna fund stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? When we in iniquity, like how we talked about earlier. But they ain't gonna fund like the Israelites waking up. They ain't gonna fund stuff like that. Nothing good for our people. But they'll have their hand in things such as Black Lives Matter. So you see this dude George Soros. So like I like, you know, you played that video when it was like that white people have their hands deeply rooted in the ghetto. Cause a lot of stuff that's, you know what I'm saying, that's for us, and even going to the negative, like drugs. We knew that that was the CIA all day who brought crack into communities. So oh, I'm good, right? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, cool. But yeah, that's it. I know you want to hit the psalm now, but we good.
Hey, let's play this one little video real quick.
All right, what you got?
Let's
Oh,
see.
matter of fact, I had something for the brothers too.
Let me see if I can find the original. Let's see.
Oh, you trying to find that 200-year thing?
Okay, wait. I'll just play it from there. I found somebody. Okay, here it go.
Oh, you got it up? Want to make you host?
Truth about.
When you think about racial equality and civil rights, which political party comes to mind? The Republicans or the Democrats? Most people would probably say the Democrats, but this answer is incorrect. Since its founding in 1829, the Democratic Party has fought against every major civil rights initiative and has a long history of discrimination. The Democratic Party defended slavery, started the Civil War, opposed Reconstruction, founded the Ku Klux Klan, imposed segregation, perpetrated lynchings, and fought against the Civil Rights Acts of the 1950s and 1960s. In contrast, the Republican Party was founded in 1854 as an anti-slavery party. Its mission was to stop the spread of slavery into the new Western territories with the aim of abolishing it entirely. This effort, however, was dealt a major blow.
All right, so I want y'all to tell us in the comment. So she said the Democratic Party, the Republican Party. She went over the history. Is it true or started as a Democrat?
Property. The 7 justices of the Supreme Court in the 1857 case, Dred Scott versus Sandford, The court ruled that slaves aren't citizens, they're property. The 7 justices who voted in favor of slavery, all Democrats. The 2 justices who dissented, both Republicans. The slavery question was, of course, ultimately resolved by a bloody civil war. The commander-in-chief during that war was the first Republican president, Abraham Lincoln, the man who freed the slaves. 6 days after the Confederate Army surrendered,
I didn't know that.
John Wilkes Booth, a Democrat, assassinated President Lincoln. Lincoln's vice president, a Democrat named Andrew Johnson, assumed the presidency. But Johnson adamantly opposed Lincoln's plan to integrate the newly freed slaves into the South's economic and social order. Johnson and the Democratic Party were unified in their opposition to the 13th Amendment, which abolished slavery, the 14th Amendment, which gave blacks citizenship, and the 15th Amendment, which gave blacks the vote.
They ain't want black people to do nothing, did they? Huh?
At all. Because of universal Republican support. During the era of Reconstruction, federal troops stationed in the South helped secure rights for the newly freed slaves. Hundreds of black men were elected to Southern state legislatures as Republicans, and 22 black Republicans served in the U.S. Congress by 1900. The Democrats did not elect a black.
Why did no one tell American drivers about this new rule? What people don't realize is that if you drive less than 50 miles a day
and to Congress until 1935. But after Reconstruction ended, when the federal troops went home, Democrats roared back into power in the South. They quickly reestablished white supremacy across the region with measures like black codes, laws that restricted the ability of blacks to own property and run businesses, and they imposed poll taxes and literacy tests used to subvert black citizens' right to vote. And how was all of this enforced? By terror, much of it instigated by the Ku Klux Klan, founded by a Democrat, Nathan Bedford Forrest. As historian Eric Font.
All right, I gotta look that up. If the KKK started with a Democrat, we on something different, y'all. Hold on. KKK, okay, hold on. This gotta be a quick Google search. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This gotta be was Nathan
or just put in who was the founder?
Benford Forrest a Democrat or Republican? Nah. Let's say vendors. Nah, that's not what I'm looking for.
The Democratic Party. President Woodrow Wilson, a Democrat, shared many views with the Klan. He resegregated many federal agencies and even screened the first movie ever played at the White House, the racist film, The Birth of a Nation, originally entitled The Klansman. Wow. A few decades later, the only serious congressional opposition.
I wonder why you gonna play a video like that in the White House?
In the White House.
Well, I guess, I mean, back in that day, that was acceptable, I guess. But
yeah, that's crazy.
It's a little bit different. Mm-hmm. A little bit different.
Addition to the landmark Civil Rights Act of 1964 came from Democrats. 80% of Republicans in Congress supported the bill. Less than 70% of Democrats did. Democratic senators filibustered the bill for 75 days until Republicans mustered the few extra votes needed to break the logjam. And when all of their efforts to enslave blacks, keep them enslaved, and then keep them from voting had failed, the Democrats came up with a new strategy. If black people are going to vote, they might as well vote for Democrats. As President Lyndon Johnson was purported to have said about—
I ain't gonna cap though, it is one of the things though, it's like this little stigma. Growing up, I don't know about right now, but growing up, it was, if you black, you a Democrat. I ain't gonna hold you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you black, it's Democrat. You know what I'm saying? Sure. You don't need too much think about it.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm not saying I'm a Democrat. Neither am I saying I'm a Republican.
Yeah.
I ain't really nothing if I'm honest.
Yeah.
However,
yeah.
I'm learning. Mm-hmm. We educate, we gonna see what happens. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But growing up,
that's how
everybody Democrat. You know what I'm saying? On bro.
Rights Act, I'll have them voting Democrat for 200 years.
Ain't no way he said niggas in the what's the name.
That's what he said.
President calling niggas niggas.
I have, like, wow.
That's different.
Now,
Dog.
the Democratic Party prospers on the votes of the very people it has spent much of its history oppressing.
Dang.
Democrats falsely claim that the Republican Party is the villain, when in reality, it's the failed policies of the Democratic Party that have kept blacks down. Massive government welfare has decimated the black family. Opposition to school choice has kept them trapped in failing schools. Politically correct policing has left black neighborhoods defenseless against violent crime. So when you think about racial equality and civil rights, which political party should come to mind? I'm Carol Swain, professor of political science and law at Vanderbilt University for Prager University. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, pray. Hey, I got something for y'all real quick. I meant to tell you. My bad.
Okay.
Before we hit the song, that's the last thing. That's the last video.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I got something to say.
Okay, got it.
Let me find out Big Aka Republican out here. That's all.
You ain't gonna find that out.
Hey, put the screen on me, man. I told y'all I got something special for brothers. Told y'all I got something special for brothers before we end this thing. Before we read. So here we. Something special for the brothers, man. All right. Yeah, I'm trying. Cut this off. You just press it one time.
You about to go on.
Go sit in front of the camera. Everybody, what's up? Back up.
Uh-oh. What do you got for you right here? You about to pick something.
You know what I'm saying? He got something for brothers, man. Make sure you sit up. Oh. Make sure they can hear you. Get to the.
Yeah, I just okay. Oh, it's not connected yet. Okay.
That's something.
Yep. I just restarted it. Pick up and I'll pray. Thank y'all so much today. I need to stress because I know I got faith. Demons can't touch me because y'all keeping me safe. God take down protecting you, talking about faith. They make me mad when I walk in the room. I sound so bright light up on me. How to switch it up, how to teach it double path. I got to face when I be cutting demons in half. I feel like I'm drowning the spirit full of deep. Demons be hiding and scared of me. About to open the Bible, but they should not read. People are mad because they know I got y'all with me. I feel so happy. I know I am bold. I got y'all on me. Not his phone.
Praise this.
Oh, praise.
Yeah, go ahead. Let them know the lyrics, man. Just gonna read the lyrics to y'all so y'all can really hear them.
Hey, good job.
Wake up and I pray. Thank y'all. I'm still breathing today. Don't need to stress because I know I got faith. Demons can't touch me because y'all keeping me safe. A glove ain't gonna protect you. You got to have faith. Demons be mad when I walk in the room. I shine so bright, I light up the whole room. How to switch it up, how to take the narrow path. I got the face sword, I be cutting demons in half. I feel like I'm drowning, the spirit going deep. Demons can't hide. Demons be hiding, they scared of me. About to open up the Bible, what page should I read? People are mad because they know I got y'all with me. I feel so heavy because I know I am golden. I got y'all's armor, ain't nothing to scold me.
Praise
Oh, praise it.
Yeah, man. All praises. You got it out.
Oh,
Good job.
praises. Good job.
Okay.
Good job.
Hey, tell them put Marv on the hook. Let him sing on the hook, all right?
You can be in the next song with me.
You gonna sing the hook?
Right.
I might have to hit the next verse then if y'all gonna do it like that.
And that's when the song is at its downfall.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we recording.
Oh, okay.
We recording. Yeah.
So I ain't ready to record right now, so I ain't gonna hit y'all with it. So. too loud in my background.
Okay, okay. Where you at, Yamel? We're gonna have to send some real internet brothers out there for you. Stop having dude down the street come hook you up.
You know, what you say back in the day? You get that wire, so you got your neighbor's cable.
Yeah, he got his neighbor. He got his neighbor cable running all the way. You know what I'm saying? Off the balcony to his crib.
He got a Wi-Fi.
Did y'all hear Raheem good? Or the internet was bad?
It was kind of bad. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
The second one was clear. The second part.
Yeah, the second one was clear.
That's what we telling you. You can't be having cricket internet. You know.
I'm in the living room too. That's where the box is at. That's crazy.
That's okay.
I think it's your phone, not because like your videos, when you pull them up, they wasn't showing like that. You got to delete some stuff on your phone, or like if you got too many windows open on your phone, it'll do that too. You know, like you got TikTok, Facebook, and all that stuff open at the same time. They just in the background. That'll slow you down too. Man.
All right. Get out the kitchen. Let's finish it up.
Psalm 118.
Get it.
Yeah, Mayor.
Yeah, I'm here.
You give me back the host.
Oh, okay. I thought you was the host.
No, you was just the host. You said you had something for us, so I put it back on you.
Oh, I know that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there you go. Man, I'm mad my internet acting like that, man. I don't know what's going on today. That means Shaq might get lucky tonight in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, go tell you're gonna have to get everybody off the internet.
Right. I'm like, what's going on? I'm in the living room with the box.
Hey, every time
with the box.
Every time I'm busting your head on the game, what I tell you? I don't believe in luck. I believe in the most. Hey, get the most high on your team. You might get some kills. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what I mean? I hope my internet good today, man. It was, matter of fact, it was tripping last night too. It was like it was kind of tripping. Okay, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, all right, Psalm 118.
Yes, sir. All right, Psalms 118. Oh, give thanks to Yahuwah, for he is good, because his loving commitment is everlasting. Let Israel now say, his loving commitment is everlasting. Let the house of Aaron now say, his loving commitment is everlasting. Let those who fear Yahuwah now say, his loving commitment is everlasting. I called on Yah in distress. Yah answered me in a broad place. Yahuwah is on my side. I do not fear what man does to me. Yahuwah is for me among those helping me. Therefore, I look on those hating me. It is better to take refuge in Yahuwah than to trust in man. Okay. It is better to take refuge in Yahuwah than to trust in princes. Perfect song. All the nations surrounded me. In the name of Yahuwah, I should cut them off. They surrounded me. Yes, they surrounded me. In the name of Yahuwah, shall I cut them off. They surrounded me like bees. They were extinguished like burning thorns. In the name of Yahuwah, I shall cut them off. Pushing the enemy, push me to fall, but Yahuwah help me. Yah is my strength and song, and he has become my deliverance. The voice of rejoicing and deliverance is in the tents of the righteous. The right hand of Yahuwah is doing mightily. The right hand of Yahuwah is exalted. The right hand of Yahuwah acts mightily. Let me not die but live and declare the works of Yah. Yah has punished me severely, but did not give me over to death. Open to me the gates of righteousness. I enter through them. I thank Yah. This is the gate of Yahuwah. The righteous enter through it. This is the gate of Yahuwah. The righteous enter through it. I thank you, for you have answered me and have become my deliverance. The stone which the builders rejected has become the chief cornerstone. This was from Yahuwah. It is marvelous in our eyes. This is the day Yahuwah has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I pray, oh Yahuwah, please save us now. I pray, oh Yahuwah, please send prosperity. Blessed is he who is coming in the name of Yahuwah. We shall bless you from the house of Yahuwah. Yahuwah is El, and he gave us light. Bind the festival offering with cords to the horns of slaughter place, to the horns of the slaughter place. You are my El, and I praise you. You are my Elohim. I exalt you. Give thanks to Yahuwah, for he is good, for his loving commitment is everlasting. Hallelujah. Praise Yah.
Hallelujah.
Hey, like you said, I try not to interrupt you, but like you said, perfect song. You know what I mean? It was a perfect song, Mark. You know what I'm saying?
He interrupted himself.
It is better to take refuge in Yahuwah than to take to
trust in man.
You know what I'm talking about? Better to take refuge in Yahuwah, right? Than to trust in this government, right? Come on.
Right. Like you said.
I heard that song last week, but it was hitting hard this spot. It always hit, but hey, I get it.
Go to 18. I think 18 was a good one. Was it 18? Nah, not that one. Go up a little bit.
25.
Was it 20?
25.
Was it 25?
Nah, I like that 25. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh no, I was talking about. It was like this. Talking about kept saying. I'd rather trust in Yah than the princes and stuff like that. Which one?
That's 8. That's 8 through 10.
Let's see. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Yah is for me among those helping me. Therefore, I took those hating me. It is better to take refuge in Yah than trust in man. Yeah, I keep going down. Go to 10. All nations surrounded me in the name of Yah. I shall cut them off.
In the name of
you
Yah.
shall cut them off. Yeah.
What we was talking about earlier? What we talking about?
There was something else, but I think that was it though.
We fight. All y'all be squaring up thinking y'all can fight, looking like y'all made that false doctrine. We can't fight out here. Yahuwah is my strength and my song, right? He has become our deliverance, man.
Oh, praise.
Hey, try to square up without the Most High.
You see how he took a cheap shot at you out?
Yeah,
he took a cheap shot. I'm too busy trying to find that script that I was seeing that was hitting so hard. You was going fast.
He was crafty with it too.
Hey, I'm always. It wasn't crafty. It's just smooth. You know what I'm talking about?
You see how you talking about that right arm in this one too?
Yeah, that's why I know we read it last week, because I remember. I remember that. That right hand.
Oh, we read this last week?
Yeah, I remember that right hand. Mm-hmm.
No, we didn't. We was reading, I think it was 117 we read last week.
117 is 2 verses. We just read that today.
116. We read 115 and 16 last week, and one of them we had read the week before.
Oh, okay.
But it was, yeah, that 8. I mean, that verse 8 was perfect for the ending of this right here, though, for sure. I'd rather trust in y'all, than to trust in man. Straight up by all praises for real.
Oh, praise y'all for sure.
All praise.
Mm.
We gonna end it.
All praises.